Hi, I'm Dave Bonello, and welcome to Simplex Home Showcase. Today's edition will feature interior decorating. Let's go inside and meet our interior designer now and learn about how she came up with the ideas. Let's meet our interior designer, Angela Burke. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Dave. How are you today?
I'm great. Today we want to take a little tour of our home and learn a little bit about the ideas that you use with the decorating scheme that you came up with for the Greenfield model home. And as I come in the door and I look around, I see this is really a very expansive entry foyer, isn't it?
It is. It's actually pretty large for a home of this size, and it creates a nice, warm, welcoming atmosphere when you come in the house. And we'll talk a little bit about those elements that we used, that we started with in the foyer and carried through the rest of the floor plan in this particular model. It's a very open floor plan, so it's important to create some sort of continuity.
Now the rails, they're maple?
Yes.
That's different.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
We've chosen a maple rail here, and we've used a darker stain on that. And we've tied that in, because it's in the same line of sight, with the hardwood floor that we chose here for the dining room.
Now, let's look a little bit at this floor. This is actually, it's a little different hardwood floor than your traditional hardwood floor. I think of like 2-3 inch wide planks, where this is actually, it looks like it's 4.5 inches wide. And it's actually a man-made floor, isn't it?
Yes.
It's an engineered floor.
It's an engineered floor, but I think most people, when they come in the door, would be hard-pressed to tell the difference. It's very realistic, has a lot of natural distressing. We've tied again, when you're coming in the front door and you have that line of sight, we tied in the railing color with the floor color here. And also, from a design standpoint, you want to try and choose your woods of your furniture to complement the choices of your wood flooring in here.
Now, when I look in the room, I look up and I see an interesting tray ceiling detail that really looks interesting on the bottom side, that we've actually taken and created a large molding detail by actually placing two pieces of molding, a piece of crown molding and then base molding that looks like it's turned upside down, and combined them together to give you this massive crown detail that looks very rich, very expensive. That's great looking. And then inside, it's just the crown molding that we ran around there that matches the crown on the lower part of the tray. That in itself really adds a lot of richness to the room, makes it look very high end.
It does. It's a very great example of how you can take some fairly inexpensive ideas and create something out of a very ordinary room. We've also highlighted that tray by using two different colors of paint, you can see there, to kind of offset that tray. Another very simple decorating idea that we did to just add some pop to what would otherwise be an ordinary room is we've taken some tin plates that you would find, at any outlet store or design store that normally you would associate with putting on the wall, and we've created a little focal point above the chandelier there by placing them at such a jaunty angle.
And that's interesting. I would picture those to be on a wall normally, never on a ceiling, and they look great, and they're not really that expensive, are they?
No, it's a very simple idea that you can use to create a focal point, and it also balances out the darkness of the floor. We have the dark wood on the floor and the darkness on the floor, and we've balanced that out with a little bit of rich darkness up there on the top.
Well, this room really did come together quite well, and it looks great. I'd like to show everybody how the kitchen and all the other rooms tie together. Well, let's take a look around the kitchen here and point out some of the features. I noticed that we have stainless steel appliances. Mm-hmm. These are maple cabinets again.
In the darker stain, as you can see, we've tied that in coming into this room.
And then as I look around, you've got a plate rack. That's great. And glass mullion doors. That's a nice feature to give this a real high-end, rich-looking kitchen, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And you've noticed too that we've used we've incorporated the stainless steel into the knobs. A great way to dress up a basic kitchen with a great knob.
I did. That's a nice detail. And then even as I look with the stainless steel, I look at the highlight of the tile detail. There's just basic tile, mm-hmm. but then you've got what looks like a metal-looking tile kind of inserted into it, isn't it?
Yep, that is a metal tile there, and we've created a little bit of a detail behind.
Well, it's really looking great. I love the way it's all coming together. The colors, I'm starting to understand the scheme.
You're getting that flow of continuity through there now?
It's working.
Very good.
Why don't we head upstairs? You can take us through the second floor and
okay.
give us an explanation of how that ties in with this.
Very good.
Okay, great.